what I tell you about that car.
Right.
How many hours with the bat?
Captain for the Wildcat, Seymour, and Matt Thomas. The Indians are Jim Fitzpatrick and Mike Kenny.
We're in the same situation that we're at. They never have it in Watertown, but tonight they have popcorn performing in their house. Time out. My wish. I talked to the popcorn and they didn't think I went directly to the athletic director. She said,
Watertown won the toss in the first and the second half.
Popcorn, but we're going to be in the same situation that we were in last time. We have to watch the clock. We know when that field.
Seymour will receive and defend the North Ball. Would you please rise? Kicking off for Watertown. Benjamin Carter and Matt Thomas back for the Wildcat.
No, I think he's 21.
Halloween color. Yeah, exactly. And she said, you ready? Go, go!
Benjamin Carter.
Thank you. We're here. My dad. To beat the Indians. We're here. To beat the Indians.
No, first one I missed in 3 years. I'm going to go at the end. You're going to have to beat him.
Oh, okay. Oh, come on.
All right, come on.
Trying to keep up. Brought down by Rich McCall. Short of the first down. Fourth down, 2.
Come on, let's go.
First down.
Texas did. He's been in the show. Sorry to stalk you. Unfortunately, I heard it before. Finalist for state trivia. Through the air, we found out a week ago she was the finalist for state on the Wk5. She went up for a hearing, and now she's down to the final 4.
I don't know. They just said if we survive,
Brought down by the middle of the Watertown line.
I went to my friend's diner.
Gain of 1, third and goal.
Jane, stop.
on the tackle. Jim Samaska on the carry, flag on the play.
All right, there's 2 people out now. The teams are going down.
Illegal motion against Indians. 5 yards. First down, 15. Flag on the play.
Hey, Marissa, how are you?
Encroachment against the Indians. 5-yard penalty. First down,
Just
down by Sean Kavanaugh. Gain of 1, second down 9. First down, Watertown at the 30, inside the 30 to 29. Illegal motion against Watertown. Led down by Justice Heavy. The loss of 2. Fourth down, 11. Flag on the play.
I got some stuff for you too. Did I ever give you the Bromley family trio?
One of each of those.
Oh, good.
First down, Watertown. First and 10, Watertown at the 17-yard Molly. Second and 2. Monster kicking off for Watertown. Carter and Valencia back for Seymour. Down 9.
Good for him there. Did you see this? Did you see his play?
The bouquet toss.
Flag on the play. Illegal procedure against the Wildcat, 5-yard penalty. Second down, 14.
Seymour, we need a touchdown. Let's go, Seymour.
Thomas' pass is incomplete. Valencia, one formation. Watertown 9.
Get that ball in score. Work it. Seymour. Get that ball in score. Work it. Seymour. Get that ball in score. Work it. Seymour. Get that ball in score. Get him. Go get him. Jesus.
Nebraska carries.
The other side of the field.
Brought down by Masliani. 3rd and 4. Number 26, Mike Kenny, carries for the Watertown first down. Brought down by Joe Sedamino. 3rd and 4th down, 8.
Come on, Fred. Show me your stuff.
Stop and shake it. Stop and shake it. Wildcat fans, we fought. Need you stop and shake it. Stop and shake it. Wildcat fans, we fought. Need you stop and shake it.
Down, 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 down.
Returns to kick. Flag on the play. Illegal motion against the Wildcat. For the Wildcats, Ken Mastriani.
That's the quarterback! That's the quarterback! Oh, come on! Hurry up! Look at our girls out there!
Better hurry up.
Ready, go! Go! You ready? Come on, defense! Set! One! Defense! Do that line! Get off! Good! Do that line! Set!
Fourth down.
Do that line!
Punt is down to the 48-yard line. First and 10 for the Wildcats. Carry on the stop. We're going to carry needs one. Second down 9. Third down 9.
Guys, first down!
4th down, 3.
Come on, Seymour. Come on, Seymour. Come on.
Ball is dead at the Watertown 4-yard line. 1st and 10 Indians.
Yeah, do we have a offense here? Defense! Get him!
Seymour, the quarterback, sneak.
Come on, defense! Get the ball! Yeah! Get up! Defense, take it! Take it away! Defense, take it away! Come on!
First and 10 Indians at the 27. At the end of the first half, with the score, Watertown 6, Seymour 0.
We want a touchdown, Seymour.
Considering that we bonded for $350,000, the last public meeting, which the bank who represents us, may not be there, it's less than $2. When you look at our recommendation, somebody
Captain returning to the center of the field. Watertown, remember, he said to the second half. Now,
people said it at their meeting in August. We don't know where this is.
Watertown receives.
We knew where it was. But this one's going to be fun.
Seymour will kick off.
That's correct. That's up. The shop's supposed to be a lot of contracts, it says a $250,000. I mean, so all of our 775s that building? Oh, that's part of that contract. $250,000. Oh, no, that's 16 page price.
One to Watertown.
The working that's going on but we're under that.
Justin Pepe made the stop. Josh Cunningham.
What was the flag, Chuck? I didn't hear it.
I don't think there was one.
Oh, I thought they said.
Guys, the backfield!
Come on, defense! Go get it!
One down.
That's a flag.
You got big Pop Warner fans back here, so
No,
bit
but I'm
burned that
saying,
they didn't have a place to be this year.
no, but I'm saying, where are they going to go next
Goal
year?
set. 37 yards. First and 10, Wildcat.
And Pat even said it was too big. I'll tell you something. It's a baseball field. It now is a baseball field. That was one thing. But also, you know what Pop the new field. But it was supposed to be a field. Yeah, which they after the high school. It was a shame. The field was a disaster. It was a total pigsty. You're talking about the Spyheimer field? Yeah, up by practice field. Yeah. Well, and it was the parents that came and couldn't police themselves. Because we got a lot of what he did. And I think I saw what Spoonie started. So get up over the president. Either pay back themselves.
Third and 5.
It's stuff I do. It's not in each time
And then some, okay?
It's all over the place. Well, Louis used to pay. But then it rolls over to
Big pass that's Watertown.
these are the good ones. Oh, yeah. I wish it was 1960.
Benjamin Carter today, left out by Rick McCall. Second and 5 for the Wildcat at the 40-yard line.
We didn't play in varsity, but is that the varsity play?
You like this? Well, you're going to see a lot of plays just like it. Tim Barker of Watertown going off for 60 yards. Lots of that coming up. Hello, everyone. It's the Highlight Zone. High school football highlights from all over the state. Thanks for tuning in. For the next half hour, relax. Catch up on Connecticut's best prep football. We're going to start with a couple of teams trying to stay in the thick of the playoff race. Sheehan and Cheshire, neither could afford a second loss, and both teams playing like it. What a heck of a game in this thing. You want to know how good a game? Look at this. Helmets flying all over the place. 7-0 at this point. Jason De La Selva makes it that way with this run here. Number 4 with 67 yards, and at that point it's 7-0 Cheshire, but Sheehan will come right back. The captain, Randy Peterson, a 5-yard touchdown run. We're tied at 7 at halftime. But then it is Cheshire's turn. Again, Jason De La Selva, this time an 8-yard run. 14-7 Cheshire. You know what? You get the feeling Sheehan's going to come right back, and does. Vincent Balsamo, a 22-yard run. We're tied at 14. Cheshire's turn. This time they're going with the field goal. Mike Ruotolo, a 32-yarder, 17-14. Sheehan, though, driving with the ball. They get down to the 20-yard line. Last chance. They're going for the win. Jason De La Selva with the interception. That saves the game for Cheshire. Cheshire holds on to win at 17-14. What an ending. One heck of a game. Sheehan drops it 2-2, but what a tough way to go down. Cheshire improves to 3-1 with a win.
Well, I mean, both teams came out and played their hearts out. It was a great game. I mean, it was hard hitting. It was a great game. I owe this team one because the first game I missed from last year from getting in trouble. I just came out, I played my heart out, and we won.
Boy, did they. Obviously 4-1 for Cheshire. Shelton, meanwhile, has done nothing but impress all season long. That's why the Gales are ranked 3rd in the state. Now, after last night's win over Lyman Hall, they're 5-0. Shelton scores first in this one. Chris Boudelier, 3-yard touchdown run at 7-0. Then it's Dan Orlowski, and he's going to look to throw the ball. A little inspiration from the band. Looks like it's going to fall harmlessly to the turf here. But watch closely. They're going to call that pass interference. In comes the flag, and it sets up Dan Orlowski again. Hey, the pass works off the penalty call. Let's do it again. He had 162 yards passing to Orlowski. There's a touchdown pass right there to Eric Wanzi. Kofi Wilson added 176 yards rushing, and the final score was 26-7. Shelton wins to stay undefeated. Lyman Hall now 2-3. Shelton, 5-0, remains a strong playoff contender. Now, another one of the state's top teams is Fairfield Prep. To see how they did, let's head over to Dan's den. That's where Dan Taney does his thing. Dan, when you're not hanging out in your den, you're out at football games, but show us what happened tonight.
Oh, I'm supposed to actually go to football games?
Imagine that.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I've been sending the interns out. I didn't know I was supposed to. Oh, well, I'll start doing that. It's always great to watch Fairfield Prep, though. Last week, they dominated Sheehan. This week, they dominated Wilbur Cross. And if you're this fan, you're not allowed to run on the field during a game. The principal of Fairfield Prep is looking for you, so look out. All the real running was done by this guy, Harold Gaines of Fairfield Prep. He was all over the place, 20 yards on this carry, which sets up the pass. Greg Scott to Mark Sampieri, who just steals it away. 66 yards for the touchdown. We're in the second quarter, and it's already 36-0 Prep. Prep defense was tough. Watch John Urquhart. Oh, to blow the quarterback for the sack. He was killing. Watch this hit. Oh! Urquhart hurts people. This Prep offense is unstoppable. Harold Gaines goes in for his 3rd touchdown of the game. That made it 43-7, but there was a very nice highlight from Cross. Quarterback Demaine Jones takes it 80 yards for the touchdown, but he needed to do that about 4 more times because Prep wins it easily. 43-20 was the final, thanks to the big day from Mr. Gaines.
Well, I just had to feel that I had to come out here and give the team something because last week I didn't have such a great game, but this week I want to do good, so I came out here and
I'd say you fared pretty well.
Oh, thank you.
As for another undefeated team, 4-0 Trumbull took on 2-2 Stanford, and the band couldn't help Stanford out in this one. Trumbull ran them to death. Gavin Haddon for 20 yards. They ran on every play on their first drive, even 4th down and 5. No problem. Chris Carolus runs the option, takes it in himself, 7-0 Trumbull. We're showing you this play because it's a pass by Trumbull. You never see this, rarely seen. They don't need it, though. Carolus to Brian McNamara. That's good for another 20. They just run the ball so well. They don't have to pass. Gavin Haddon, 7 yards. Look at the extra effort for the touchdown, 14-zip. Trumbull scored a touchdown on each of its first 4 drives. Stanford fumbles, having problems. Kevin Arvoy recovers. That set up another touchdown. Then Greg Mack brings in another one early in the second quarter to make it 27-zip at that point. Trumbull wins it. 40-12 was the final score. They're now 5-0, and they're ranked 10th in the state. They may even move up after that. Back to you, Noah. Hey, Dan, you saving some chips for me there, buddy? Yeah, some pretzels maybe. No, I like the chips, though. I'll be over there in a little bit. I'll see what you got left over there. Okay. Thanks, Dan Taney reporting from Dan's Den. Well, what a matchup up in Waterford last night. 3-0 Fitch of Groton brought 57 points a game into its showdown with 4-0 Waterford. Something had to give, and it was Waterford giving, Fitch getting a lot of points. Pick up action in third. Fitch leading 48-12. Mike Hall up the middle, and he's gone for a 90-yard touchdown run. 90 yards he goes for the score. That makes the score 55-12. Fitch doing more. A different Hall. This time it's Mike Hall getting the work done. Actually on defense, recovering the ball on the 40, and then in the fourth, Dante Ross takes the handoff. And he's off to the races for the 55-yard touchdown, making the score 63-12. Now into the fourth, George Hall finds another hole. Man, is this Fitch team good? They could put up points and they could do it quickly. George Hall goes 68 yards for this score. Give that offensive line a lot of credit for creating those holes. It was 70-12 at that point, and that's exactly how the game ended. 70-12. Waterford suffering just its first loss. Fitch, ranked 5th, gets the big win to stay undefeated and to stay dominant.
I think everybody came out here, like, people were talking about how we're going to blow them out, and all of our fans expect us to blow them out, and I think we came out a little gassed up. Our heads were a little too big, but we finished off real strong.
There wasn't too much that had to be said. Guys came out fired up. You know, everybody was focused. We were on a mission. You know, we came ready for war, came ready to play. We took care of business.
I guess so. Meanwhile, Ledyard looked like a world beater tonight, and a win over East Line. Pick up action with a score 12-0 Ledyard. Leading the game and adding to it. Marshall Murphy with a pass to Ted Call. It's a 65-yard touchdown play. It was 19-0 at that point. Ledyard looking to add to it and, well, protect the lead on defense. David Miller picks up the loose ball at the 15-yard line, and that gives the ball right back to the Ledyard offense. Dante Kemp will get the call, and he'll get 5 yards. Good for the score. Well, anyway, it makes it 1st and goal. The score comes 2 plays later when Mark Alexander pops it in. That made it 25-0. Ledyard defense didn't give an inch. Final 45-0 Ledyard with the shutout. All right, plenty more action still to come on the way. When we come back, Maloney tries to ground the air attack of the pass-happy Southington Blue Knights. We'll show you how they made out. Plus, the guys from Ansonia on their home turf taking on Wolcott. Do they stay undefeated? And a bit later, he's helped build the Maloney running game into an empire. We'll give you the story on Edwin Roman later in the show.
I'm Jerry Newell, and stay tuned for more Highlight Zone coming up next.
Ansonia is doing it again, scoring a lot of points and not giving up many or even any. That's why the Chargers are undefeated and ranked as one of the top teams in the state. Beat Wildcat last night. Ansonia keeping its record perfect with the victory. Andre Tinney gets things going with a 7-yard touchdown run. It was 7-0. Then it's through the air. Adam Richmond to Andre Tinney. Same guy, this time off the screen pass, and watch him use his blocks. A couple great blocks, but a couple great moves as well by Tinney, and then he is gone. 65 yards. This play covers a touchdown. 14-0. Now taking it 3 seconds left to go in the first half. Right, you think you got to stop this team now. Just 3 seconds to go. Uh-oh. Off the fake on the draw. It's Tinney going straight and gone. 50 yards. It was 21-0 at the half. Credit the Ansonia defense. A shutout. They win it 56-0. Wildcat is now 3-2. Ansonia just keeps rolling along 5-0 now. A 1-point game between Seymour and Watertown. Pick up action 6-6 in the fourth. Watertown to take the lead. Tim Baker, gone. Great blocks, great running. 13-6 when he finishes getting into the end zone. Watertown with the lead, but Seymour comes right back. All right, they're going to try to go through the air here. Things look good here for Watertown, except pass interference. It sets up Matt Thomas to throw the ball to Ben Carter. The play covers 30 yards. It's a touchdown. Seymour down by 1. What do? They try to tie it up? No way. They're going for the 2-point conversion. Matt Thomas says, give me the ball and let me do work. He does. Way around to the outside. Boy, that's a risky play, but it's also 2 points. And the winning 2 points. Final score, 14-13. Seymour wins it. Now 4-1 on the season. Southington versus Maloney, and knew this was going to be a good one, and it was. Persephone Contos has the action from that game and more as she steps up to continue us through the highlight zone.
Thanks, Noah. Well, the Southington Blue Knights had a great night offensively last night, but our first game of the night took us to Newington, where the Bristol Eastern Lancers were in town. The Bristol Eastern Lancers didn't waste any time at Alumni Field in Newington last night on their first possession of the game at their own 40, and QB Jason Thompson goes with the keeper. Turns out to be quite the foot race. Newington's Justin Ryan is able to tackle him, but not till the 3-yard line. The Lancers score on the keeper as well and take a 7-zip lead in the first. That was it for the score till late in the second. Thompson with the pass to Chris Dupree from the 44 to the 15. And that set up this by the Lancers, Thompson to Dan Rios. Bristol Eastern won this one 19-0 at Newington. Entering last night's game against Maloney, Southington was 4-0, and they really illustrated why they're undefeated. Leading 31-13, it's Maloney on Southington's 5, but Mike Lee comes up strong to prevent the Spartans from scoring. In the fourth quarter, we saw one of the nicer passes we've seen all season. David Bruch, they're on their own 35, to Glenn Parsiak. There's just no stopping them. Blue Knights on top 38-13. It's the Bruch-Parsiak duo again on the next drive, moving up the field. But at the end of the drive, credit the Spartans with stopping Southington at the 3. But on their next possession, the Bruch-Parsiak duo does it again. They convert, and final score last night, Southington 45, Maloney 13. So with the win, Southington is now 5-0, undefeated. They continue to be a force to be reckoned with this season. That's going to do it from this Hartford neck of the woods. Now back to you in New Haven.
All right, thanks, Persephone. We got to break away for another 2 minutes, but when we come back, we've got action from Guilford and North Haven. Plus, we check out the T-Birds of North Brantford, undefeated Tolland in town to stay perfect. The highlights straight ahead. And we've got action from yesterday afternoon's Hill House Brantford game. Keep it here for all your action.
Stay tuned for more highlights coming up next.
The Hammonasset division was tight. Several teams vying for the crown. North Haven and Guilford were right there. They opened divisional play last night against each other. Third quarter action now. Guilford's Steve Lavazza. A 5-yard touchdown run cuts the North Haven lead in half, 14-7. But North Haven got a huge game from Matt Glass, including a huge 78-yard quarterback keeper for a touchdown. Look at that running by Glass, who had 3 touchdowns, 168 yards on the night. 168. It was 20-7 North Haven. Then John Yardlevich chipping in as well. He goes in for the Indians here. A 2-yard touchdown makes it 26-7 North Haven. Guilford did add another score late. John Renicky hooked up with Jim Rooney to make it 26-14. But the final score, nice catch, way to hang on to the ball there, was 32-14. North Haven gets the early edge in the race for the division's crown. Both teams, even their overall record, or rounded out at least to 2-3. Notre Dame of West Haven came up with a huge win over Xavier, although Xavier coming up big early. That was Jay Longwell with a blocked punt. Xavier's offense gets the ball and goes to work right after that. Troy Allen gets the call. Look at him break through the line and then break through for a 39-yard touchdown run. Xavier had the 7-0 lead, and they weren't done. Troy Allen again with the call. This time he's in from 4 yards out, 14-0. Notre Dame was having a little trouble at first, but this is the play that seems to turn things around for them. They punt and then end up with the ball right there. The loose ball is recovered by Ken Mullings. Soon after that, Mike Penta goes in from 8 yards out, and that got Notre Dame coming. They end up winning by the final of 27-14 to complete the comeback and get the victory. Brantford jumped out to a quick 3-0 lead over Hill House, but it didn't last long. Vincent Taylor gets the lead for Hill House, hooking up with Lance Williams, a short touchdown pass. The same two hook up again later in the game. In fact, Lance Williams is also Hill House's kicker, and he was responsible for the Academics' first 17 points. Someone else wanted in on the scoring action. Gabe Blackwell gets in on it. Fights his way out of that, dive it into the end zone, buddy. He does. And Hill House goes on to win the game 35-3, gaining its first win of the season. For the second week in a row, North Brantford had to play a first-place team. This week it was Tolland, an undefeated Tolland team, and Tolland keeps it that way. They're up 28-7, and Nick Susko playing great defense. Remember the name Nick Susko? Because he had that sack, then he has another one, forces the fumble, and recovers the fumble. Tolland defense so good to protect that lead. Colin Walk, remember that name too, because he's the guy who comes up with the interception here. Now, Tolland's guys can play both ways. We're seeing how well they do on defense. Now watch them on offense as they try to pad out their lead a little. Quarterback Matt Powers, who's he throwing to? The guy who just made the interception, Colin Walk. Big play, not quite a touchdown. Who's it going to set up? The other big defender, Nick Susko. He gets the call on offense this time, goes in from 6 yards out. This Susco guy had 5 touchdowns, 172 yards rushing. He had 2 sacks and a fumble. He helps lead Tolland to the win. Final 35-7. Tolland 4-0 in league play and one of the state's elite teams now, overall at 5-0.
We had a rough practice, you know, this week. Coach wasn't there. We ended up putting it together in the game. We came out, except for the third quarter. The line blocked tremendous.
We just wanted to come out as a line and dominate that second half, and I think we did that. We knocked their quarterback out. I think we took things over for us.
Dominated, looking good as that Tolland team. We are going to take our final timeout of the morning in 2 minutes. We'll have our play of last night, and we'll meet the state scoring leader, Maloney High's Edwin Roman. Also, we're going to go back over to the den and check in with Dan, see how he's making out over there with the dart game and the chip. Oh, Dan, you need help, buddy. I'm heading over there, but first, check in on the rest of the scores from around the state. All right, we had several great performances last night, but I can't imagine anyone better than Jason De La Selva. He has this 67-yard touchdown run. He also had an 8-yarder and a big interception to help his team, Cheshire, preserve a victory, 17-14 last night. Jason De La Selva, our player of the night. Dan, you weren't lying. You had some pretzels here, and you left some for me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you can't have the chips, just the pretzels.
Yeah, you're saving.
I have a 2-liter, too, Pepsi.
You're hurting our chips, huh?
We drink straight from this, too. Like your mother told you not to do, you have to go ahead and drink it straight out of here. We
Yeah,
don't have
you were
cups.
one of those guys who did have a milk carton.
Yeah,
too,
that's right.
weren't you?
That's right. That's right.
You know, Dan, his team didn't win last night, but certainly Edwin Roman is one of the guys in the state that we love to watch.
Oh, yeah, that's because you know when he touches the ball, it's just a matter of time before he gets into the end zone. He came into last night's action leading the state in scoring.
The writing is on the wall at Maloney High. They like to run the ball. Started with Rashawn Spikes, and it's continued with Edwin Roman.
I didn't know who he was until I came up, and I guess when I started playing a few games, they started telling me I'm the next Rashawn Spikes. So that's when who's Rashawn? You know, I'm just playing here to, for my sake, because I love football.
People said at the Pop Warner level that you have something special in Edwin Roman, and we didn't see it at first. Towards the end of his sophomore year, we started getting a little glimpse of what his potential was.
While it was Spikes who laid the groundwork, it's Roman who's building on it.
Some people call me the Roman Empire.
And this empire shows no sign of collapse. Going into Friday's game with Southington, Roman was leading the state in scoring. It's something he takes pride in.
Just a little bit of pride, but, it's not too much to, brag about. It's just points. I just run the ball. Coach gives me, he few attempts. I run the ball, hope to get, yardage, and what happens, happens.
Well, he's got that great talent for when he sees his season opening, he just he accelerates. I mean, I think all great running backs have that. He's got all the tools, and he's got the work ethic, and he's got the attitude. It may be a little bit of a stretch, but I think if a Division 1A program wanted to take a chance, I think he can definitely play there.
I would really like to play Division 1A if I can. Hoping to go from Connecticut. I don't want to be in Connecticut. Guess I'm recruiting in Syracuse now because I went up there for the summer program.
But unlike the real Roman Empire, this one has a brother. Christian is just a freshman, but he's got 2 touchdowns himself. So once the big empire leaves, there's another one waiting in the wings.
You know, Dan, it's fun to watch these guys who play ball in Connecticut, go on and do things elsewhere. We're seeing Edwin Roman. Maybe he'll go Division I, but there are other guys who have done the same thing. It's fun to watch them grow through high school and then move on.
Yeah, and he passed up Rashawn Spikes. Little know, people out there don't know, we have a jersey of Rashawn Spikes up in the sports office. That's how big a super stud he is, you see. And, you know, and Roman's replacing him.
You know, I had a buddy call me the other day. He runs a recruiting service on the internet, and he was asking me about several Connecticut players around the state, and it's amazing to me that for such a small state, Connecticut's a small state, put out a lot of talent. All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. We're out of highlights, and we're also out of time. We thank you for tuning in. For Persephone, Dan, producer John Pearson, and the rest of the talented folks here, thanks for tuning in, and have a great and safe weekend.
Highlight Zone has been sponsored by your Tri-State Quality Ford Store.